Welcome to Law Simplicity, where we simplify the law and make complex legal topics easy to understand. I'm glad you are here. If you have ever wondered how legal decisions can shape your personal and financial future, this is the right place. Today, we are talking about a topic that many couples avoid, but one that plays a powerful role in modern marriages. Talking about legal agreements before marriage can feel uncomfortable, but it doesn't have to be. Prenuptial agreements are often misunderstood as unromantic or negative, when in reality they are about clarity, honesty, and preparation. In this video, I will be answering some of the most common questions couples ask about prenuptial agreements. Questions that often come up when people are unsure or hesitant. Let's start with most basic one. A prenuptial agreement, commonly called a prenup, is a legal contract signed by two people before marriage. It sets clear rules for how assets, income, debts, and financial responsibilities will be managed during the marriage and how they will be divided upon divorce. I often describe it as a financial roadmap that reduces uncertainty and prevents future disputes. This idea comes largely from celebrity culture. In reality, prenups are not just for wealthy, they are useful for anyone who wants clarity, especially if there are student loans, family property, business interest, or unequal incomes involved. From my experience, prenups are more about protection and transparency than about wealth. Not at all. A prenup isn't a sign of mistrust, it's a sign of responsible planning. Just like insurance. Hope you have never needed, but it gives you peace of mind. In fact, people who discuss prenups often have healthier conversations about money, expectations, and long term goals. A prenup can address many important financial matters, including how property and assets will be divided, how income and expenses will be managed, responsibility for existing or future debts, protection of business interests, and inheritance or family assets. However, it cannot include personal or illegal terms such as a child custody decisions or unfair conditions that violates the law. Best time to discuss a prenup is early, well before the wedding date. From a legal perspective, prenups signed under pressure or at the last minute are more likely to be challenged. Discussing it months in advance allows both partners to think clearly and obtain independent legal advice. Yes, it can. Life changes over time, careers evolve, businesses grow, and family expands. Couple can modify or even cancel a prenup after marriage through a postnuptial agreement as long as both parties agrees and the changes are properly documented. Prenuptial agreements are generally enforceable, but enforcement depends on local laws. Courts usually look at whether the agreement was entered voluntarily, whether there was full financial disclosure, and whether the terms are fair. That is why I always recommend independent legal advice for both parties. While many couples can benefit from the prenup, it's essentially important for business owners, individuals with significant assets or debts, people marrying later in life, couples with unequal incomes, and anyone with children from previous relationships. In these cases, a prenup protects not just the couple but their families and future plans as well. A prenuptial agreement isn't about planning for failure, it's about planning for fairness and clarity. Love may be emotional, but marriage is also legal and financial. When couples plan ahead, they create a stronger foundation for the future.